Although World War II cost the nation a lot of lives and billions of dollars, the war progressed the nation as a whole. After Pearl Harbor, many young Americans wanted to join the war. The Selective Service System added 10 million more U.S. soldiers after the 5 million who already volunteered. Also, in early 1942, Army Chief of Staff General George Marshall created the Women's Auxiliary Army Corps. Over 250,000 women served in the Women's Auxiliary Army Corps during the war. Not only did women get a new opportunity because of the war, but minorities also got an opportunity. At the same time, many African Americans, Mexican Americans, and Asian Americans did not know if they wanted to fight this war because they were segregated and denied basic rights. An editorial in an African American newspaper said, "Why fight for democracy for some foreign country when we don't have it here?" At the same time, minorities knew that they would be in even worse condition under Axis control. 500,000 Mexican Americans joined the armed forces, as well as over 1 million African Americans, 50,000 Asian Americans, and 250,000 Native Americans. One man who protested discrimination in the military and the industry was A. Philip Randolph. On July 1st, 1941, A. Philip Randolph organized blacks from everywhere to march to the nation's capital. Roosevelt heard of the news, so he decided to give Randolph what he wanted in order to keep peace. Roosevelt issued an executive order to provide for the full and equitable participation of all workers in defense industries. Because of the millions of Americans and minorities joining the war, more supplies were needed. The nation's factories were told what to create, and so they did. They created tanks, planes, boats, and command cars. All the factories were converted to war production. By 1944, nearly 18 million workers were laboring in war industries, which was 3 times as many as in 1941. Also, the Office of Scientific Research and Development was created to bring scientists into the war effort. The Office of Scientific Research and Development improved radar and sonar and developed miracle drugs like penicillin. The greatest achievement of the OSRD was the secret development of the atomic bomb, known as the Manhattan Project. Also, spending on entertainment during the war almost doubled. 100 million Americans went to the movies each week. Pearl Harbor was a great source of propaganda for Hollywood. Movies like Hitler, Beast of Berlin were propaganda used to stir up hatred towards the Germans. There was also a boom in the publishing and radio industries due to a public need for war news. Lastly, after Pearl Harbor, many Americans despised Japanese Americans and questioned their loyalty. On February 19, 1942, President Roosevelt put all Japanese Americans from California, Washington, Oregon, and Arizona in internment camps. In the following weeks, at least 110,000 Japanese Americans were in internment camps. The war brought a great deal of social and economic changes to the nation that affected everyone.